This is Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by Ann Najjar and Levine, Accident Attorneys.
It's another step closer to seeing the field for the Jaguars' other first-round draft pick this past April, Devin Lloyd, getting some work in on individual drills and should be able to join those contact drills next week. Good sign as he recovers from that hamstring injury. Welcome into First and 10 Training Camp. I'm Stuart Weber on a stop-and-start kind of week for the Jaguars. Live hitting Sunday, practice Monday, off Tuesday, practice Wednesday, off Thursday, and then, of course, Friday night under the lights at TIAA Bank Field against the Cleveland Browns. Today's session over at the Episcopal School of Jacksonville, a lighter one. Not a fully padded practice for the Jags. They do have game day just 48 hours away, but a chance for the coaching staff to continue and game plan for how long the starters will go on Friday. Head coach Doug Peterson knows it's a gradual rollout, but looks forward to seeing what his top players can do this week.
Yeah, this week I'm gonna let the starters play. Get their feet wet a little bit in this football game. A couple series, nothing too crazy, nothing too long. But just want to get them the feel of the game and get them in there and get them working, in game situations. And just want to have some crisp plays, some good execution, and try to score a few points and get them out.
Yeah, the points would be good. Few notes from the practice field. Trevor Lawrence will get his 2022 debut along with the starters. Same goes for college buddy Travis Etienne, who is set for action against Cleveland. Some players you will not see at the bank: Jamal Agnew, James Robinson, Laviska Shenault, all being held out. Preseason game number 2 should provide a better look at one of the big battles in this camp. That would be the right tackle spot. Walker Little taking advantage of opportunities given to him, trying to pass Jawan Taylor for that starting position. But don't expect Taylor to just step aside and lose that job.
I feel really good, man. I'm just trying to get better every day, perfect my craft and hone in on my technique and just do what my coaches ask me to do and just trying to get better in every aspect of the game.
Well, one thing now, you've been here 4 years and you've had multiple coaches in this position. Right. What is that like? Is that a good thing sometimes to get some different eyeballs on what you're doing from a technique standpoint, or can it be tough as you transition to maybe what a coach wants out of you?
Oh, it could be tough and good at the same time. The reason it could be tough is just, you're trying to transition into a new coach and a new style of coaching, so you may have to change your technique or switch up things sometimes. But it's also good, too, because you're learning new stuff, so you got to just embrace it.
Obviously, there's a good competition going on with you and Walker.
Yeah.
You're a competitor. You're a football guy. Do you kind of like that? Do you feed off that?
Oh, yeah, I feed off of it, man. I'm embracing the competition, just coming out here doing my job and trying to help the team win games.
3 coaches in 3 years.
Right.
How's Doug in adapting to his style? And obviously he's an offensive guy.
It's been going really well, man. Doug is an amazing coach, and everybody's been gelling to him, and you could tell that he had one before, just the energy he brings daily, and we just been loving it, man. All of us have been adjusting well to the new system, and I feel like everybody's embracing it.
What is that respect level for you? Maybe you don't know that as a rookie coming in, or a young guy, but now that you've been in the league, when somebody's done it, when they know what it takes, whether it's a player like Darius Williams on the other side or coach, what is that respect level inside the building, inside a locker room for those guys?
Respect is extremely high, man. To see somebody who has done it as a player and as a coach is extremely, important. And having that, and the guys gelling to him and listening to him, he's been there before and done it. So we just have to listen because he knows what he's talking about.
How good's that big fella next to you?
Really good, man. Love him to death already. Yep.
Is that a different? That guy's been doing it in the league for a while.
Yes.
Can you just tell when a guy? He looks different to me, and I'm not an offensive line expert.
Oh yeah, man. Since day one, man, he came in already taking over, and we learn a lot of different things from different techniques. If he sees something that he doesn't like or sees something that he wants to improve on, he'll tell you, and we embrace it. And we've been learning a lot of different techniques from him, a lot of veteran things. So it's great to have him in the O-line room.
Countdown to kickoff returning this week. Preseason edition coming up on Fox 30 Friday, 6:30 p.m. showtime. 7 o'clock kickoff between the Jags and the Browns. Coincidentally, also on Fox 30. More to come here on First and 10. We switch to the defensive side of the ball and the emergence of safety Andre Cisco. That is coming up next.
Me and Josh, man, last year, we didn't talk as much. Josh likes me more now, though. Appreciate Josh. Josh is a really good dude.
Here's the good news for Josh Allen. In just a few short weeks, he's not going to have to sneak into other players' interview sessions. He'll join us for Jaguars All Access all season long, Thursday nights. Looking forward to a full fun season of All Access with Josh over at String Sports Brewery. We have seen in the past that when the Jags do well, that show tends to be a lot more fun with great crowds in the past and players who are happy to talk about Sundays between the lines. A big part of doing well this fall will be that last line of defense for the Jaguars. Brent Martineau with more on Andre Cisco stepping into that starting role in year 2.
There wasn't a lot to love about the Jags' performance last week against the Raiders, but one player did stand out, unfortunately making open field tackles. That was safety Andre Cisco, and that's been something that's constant here in camp as well. Cisco seems to be making a play every day.
I don't know what people would label me as. I know what I aim to be, and that's a complete safety. So that's something that I have to do as a complete safety is I got to make those open field tackles. I've been working on it.
Coming out of Syracuse, the book on Cisco, he's a ball-hawking safety. He can get the turnovers. Well, the Jaguars had only 7 interceptions as a team last year. Talking to Cisco, you get the idea. He'd like 7 for himself.
I know what number gets you to the Pro Bowl, but do I have a specific number that I'll be mad about if I don't hit? No. I know for me, I'm focused on attacking the ball. When it's in the air, make the plays.
These preseason games could be big for Cisco. He did not get a lot of game reps in his rookie year, coming off an ACL injury, and that was something that was a topic here in Jacksonville. Why wasn't Cisco playing more?
You know, you want to have your comeback season that following season. So to come back and then not have the opportunity, as I imagine, was frustrating. But you know, it's all part of the process.
Cisco's performance will be key for this defense's performance because if there's an area that lacks depth on defense, it's probably that safety position. With the Jags, I'm Brent Martineau, Action Sports Jax.
Thank you, Brent. Much more from Brent and the boys every weekday from 3 to 6 on ESPN 690. As you would probably imagine, plenty of Jaguars talk this time of year. ESPN 690, also the official home of the Florida State Seminoles. Coming up, FSU makes a return trip to Jacksonville, while the Noles are stopping in Duval County. That's coming up next. No doubt the Noles blasting a little eastbound and down on the drive down I-10 as for a second straight year, Florida State will spend a couple days practicing and bonding right here in Jacksonville. The social media post, by the way, had Eastbound and Down playing. Eastbound and Down made famous by Smokey and the Bandit. Star of the movie Smokey and the Bandit, Burt Reynolds, played football at Florida State. Just put all those connections together for you people at home. Head coach Mike Norvell and the Garnet and Gold are going to hit the practice field the next couple mornings over at UNF before they head back to Tallahassee. They go westbound and up, I guess. I don't know. Remember, the Seminoles start the season a week early this year. They will host Duquesne on the 27th of August. A week later, Georgia Bulldogs title defense officially begins at a neutral site, returning to the place they last lost, Atlanta, in last year's SEC title game. This time around, it's going to be a clash with Oregon in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game. For Brunswick native Warren McClendon and the Dogs, all eyes on the path ahead.
That's in the past, you know. Now we're looking in the future, and so you can't, you know, keep thinking about the past and you're gonna get left. So we're just worried about what's next and just getting better every day.
How about one Gator note for you? Jaden Robinson, 4-star linebacker from Lake City, Columbia, switching his pledge to the University of Florida. Tiger standout had been committed to South Carolina, but switches to right down the road in Gainesville. So much football, so little time. In fact, we're out of time. That's going to do it for tonight's show. Thank you so much. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Of course, the Jags don't practice, but plenty more to talk about in the world of football. We'll see you tomorrow night for First and 10 training camp.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by And the Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys.
Action Sports Jax Primetime, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.